Hi everyone. As I pondered over the topic and tried to frame what to say, memories took me back almost a decade to my school days. I studied in a school which was infamously known for enforcing communication in English from an early age. The school had severe norms which often made it difficult to communicate in any language other than English. As some of you might have experienced from your school days, we too had a system that punished the students for breaking the rule. Sometimes it was an imposition, sometimes homework to read a book from library, or worst case, a monetary fine. Knowingly or unknowingly, these circumstances, along with my inherent love for English language, drove me to the world of English literature. This was also accelerated by the fact that my school library had a great collection of novels, short stories, poetry, and non-fiction, a lion's share of them in English. However, like Paulo Coelho's hero Santiago discovered his treasure at the end of his journey, I too discovered a hidden treasure in Malayalam literature when I was in 6th grade. The travel memoirs of accomplished Malayalam writer S.K. Pottekar. That experience with Malayalam literature was so immense that I felt bad for not venturing out of my comfort zone, which is predominantly English literature until then. It was such a euphoric moment that I went on reading a lot of literary works in Malayalam. It was also supplemented by my brother's library, which had a vast collection of great literary works in Malayalam. Thagari or Kamala Das, you name it, and he had a copy of the same. When I look back now, I realize how much I would have missed had I always confined my reading to English texts. Now you might be wondering why I am sharing this insight. Essentially, I am a firm believer who thinks that every language is essentially a picturesque of a culture. Learning a second language is like having a second soul. Coming back to the question of whether we need to encourage English education from childhood, I would say that it is not just a question about English, but it is about any language which is to be taught as a second language apart from our mother tongue. Learning English or a second language from childhood not just opens up a window to a fresh perspective and a different set of cultural ethos. Rather, it has its merit for the student in his or her latter part of education and career. It's a proven scientific fact that learning a second language, or in this case English, helps in the development of the cognitive abilities of a child. Knowing English also helps you have better prospects in career and growth. As English is a language spoken in some form or the other by 30% of the world population and 58% of the developed countries. Knowing an additional language opens up a plethora of opportunities to anyone. However, personally I believe that English must be taught from smaller classes for a different reason. The English language is an ocean which takes in the values of several other languages or rivers. Like how an ocean receives water from many inland rivers, so is the English language, rich with a lot of literary works, both original and translated from other languages. Ignorance is bliss, but ignoring the English language may potentially deny students an opportunity to explore thousands of literary works, be it Shakespeare of England or Fyodor Dostoevsky of Russia. Like how many of us might have missed literary works in Malayalam because of an English-only policy encouraged in our schools. Several thousands of students will miss reading these great writers if they are denied the opportunity to learn English or any other second language when they are young. Edmund de Waal puts this whole idea in a line. With different languages, you are at home anywhere. Thank you.